Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video we're going to be doing some "oh no my queen" traps. If you don't know, this is actually an Eric Rosen meme. He always says that. The first trap we're going to be seeing is going to be in the Queen's Gambit declined. So black is actually going to be doing this. Now after pawn goes to c4, we're not going to capture, we're going to be pushing the pawn to e6, and this is something that black can do against white. After white brings a knight, black can bring a knight to f6, and now we are supporting this pawn. One of the lines is to bring the bishop to g5 to pin this knight, which is a very natural move, and most of the time black brings his bishop to e7 to get out of this pin. However, in order to trick the opponent a little bit, you can actually move the b knight to d7. This is supporting this knight, however, this is actually preventing the queen from protecting the pawn on d5. So if your opponent doesn't realize this, they might try to think that they can successfully capture this pawn with their knight because our knight is pinned. But this is actually going to be the elephant's trap. After we capture the opponent's knight, oh no, my queen. They can capture our queen. If you want, you can pause the video for a second to think what is the best move going to be. So the idea is that since we lost the queen, of course, we're not going to capture that bishop, and the time is very valuable right now. The move that we can do is bishop b4. We can attack the opponent's king. The king is stuck. They can't really block it besides the queen. And now, if you want, you can capture the opponent's queen, which is going to be a very, very good idea. You can also capture the bishop first, since they can't really get out of the pin. If they capture, you can bring your knight with tempo, because now we're also going to be threatening a fork. So this way we are actually going to be getting a minor piece for the price of a pawn, which is a great idea. Now, after we capture the opponent's knight, if they don't capture your queen, that's fine. Like maybe they will try to develop their knight. That's okay. If you want, you can just move your knight back. You can push the pawn. The game continues. We can play normally. We can still try to do this, but this time the bishop can go back, the knight can go back. So there's not too many things that can happen like that. Alright, let's see the second trap that I will show you. Now, in the second trap, we're actually going to be seeing it from white's perspective. And this is also a very famous trap. This is what we call the Légal's mate. And this is going to be happening in the Italian opening. Now, of course, the saying goes that the opponent has to play a very specific way, and usually this doesn't really happen. But this is actually a very good motif that can happen in a few different situations. It doesn't always have to be in the Italian opening. It can be in other situations as well. So after bishop goes to g4, white is going to be pushing the pawn to h3. This is important, and I'll explain why. Now, if black captures a knight, there's actually no more Légal's trap. We are threatening scholar's mate-esque checkmate from f7, but there's no more checkmate. The only way for the trap to work is that if the opponent brings the bishop to h5, now we can do, oh no, my queen. They can try to capture our queen with the bishop, but that's going to be a mistake. There's a checkmate for white to do in 2 moves. If you want, you can pause the video, and I'll show the answer in a few seconds. So since our knight is in the center, what we can do is we can bring our bishop with a check. There's only one square for the king to go. Now they actually want to escape from f6, so we need to check the king and prevent the king from going to f6 successfully, and the only move is knight d5. So this is the Légal's mate. Again, this can happen in different positions, and this is a very famous checkmate pattern, sacrificing our queen by moving the pinned knight. Now, if we didn't actually push the pawn to h3 and you try to do the same exact move, this doesn't work, because if the opponent captures our knight with their knight, we can't capture their bishop. But let's see. If we do pawn h3 and they go here, and now they capture your knight with their knight, we can capture the opponent's bishop. Now they can capture our bishop too. We're actually a piece behind, and we can bring our queen here to do this fork. So if the opponent doesn't fall for the trap, we actually get one tiny pawn, but it is actually a good position. And positional wise, we are actually better than black. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.